Welcome to episode 25 of Realty Talk with
Ellie.
and Galen. We are back and correctly stating that this is Realty Talk, not the Galen Trombley Show. A little mix up on the last episode, but it's all good. So Ellie, how was we just got back, 4th of July kind of break. How was your break?
It was good. I caught up on a lot of work because I was very behind on some stuff from moving.
True, and I got on you a little bit, which would be one of our topics today, but it wasn't a big deal.
It's okay. I need follow up.
That's it. A little kick in the butt, but you were fine. It's something. Actually, I think I sent something to you today too, but you handled it.
I'm just bad at making notes.
Did you see the new stickers?
Yeah, I want one.
Okay, well they're there. Yes.
I want a magnet too for my car.
You can grab one. Stick one on John's Trooper
Oh,
Mobile. So a couple things I want to talk about. Did you do anything fun for 4th of July? Just kind of hang out?
We got to use our grill that the woman who we bought the house from left for us, which was extremely exciting because John and I have been planning on grilling since we started dating 3 years ago. We've never had an opportunity to. So
Was it fun? Did you like it?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Grilling is one of my favorite things to do, and this past weekend we did a lot of grilling. I did none of it. I just ate, which is phenomenal.
Grill food is the best.
Phenomenal, yes, but I would like to grill.
Yeah.
What'd you guys grill?
A lot of stuff, mostly healthy stuff, but that's okay because it was good. We made some burgers. They were low fat burgers, but they were good burgers. Chicken breasts.
Like turkey burgers?
No, they were
like lean meat or lean beef.
Lean meat, yeah.
You'd be proud of me. I've been going to the gym fairly consistently, 5:30 a.m. early, but getting it done, and my eating has been better.
That's more important.
Like I'm starving right now, but I'm good. Like I've had enough today, like food wise.
Like 800 calories.
No. I bet you right now I'm right around. Shit, I can't say that, and then I'm probably around like 11, 12.
Galen, that's enough for an 8-year-old girl.
I shouldn't say I'm not eating enough. This is what happens. I do not eat enough. I'm eating good choices of food. Just that's why I'm probably hungry.
Waste away.
I'm gonna go to Chipotle and get a big old. That's it. I'm just getting small. I'm eating like good food, just not enough of it. So I gotta up my intake. But one thing I did, I was gone from Wednesday at 5 o'clock. I shut my phone off and I turned it on Sunday at 1 o'clock, 1:30 ish. So I went all of Thursday, all of Friday, all of Saturday, half of Sunday, the evening of Wednesday. So total basically 4 days around it. Phone off. And when I say off, I mean phone completely shut off, in my bag, no computer, no phone, no access to anybody contacting me unless they were physically next to me.
That's awesome.
And it was great.
Yeah.
And I do it once a year, which is this week, which is obviously in the middle of the summer, it's crazy. It allows me to decompress. It allows me to not worry, not check my phone, not pick it up, not do anything. And I think the benefit of it, obviously, is I get to hang out. Like, I get to hang out with friends and my wife and kids, which was phenomenal. I think the biggest thing is just the focus. I could just let my mind relax because I knew there was nothing I had to get to. Like right now, we just talked about it coming in here. I'm freaking out. It is 7:15 at night, and I probably have 5 hours of work to do, which I will not do it tonight. But I'm just overwhelmed by. But that's like back when I turned my phone off, complete shit show. I had so many, but I also was good. I turned it on at 1 o'clock on Sunday, and I went the entire rest of the day and did not respond to anybody. So I literally kept to my word that I wasn't going to do a thing till Monday.
Good for you.
And it was good. Most of I actually should say all my clients were phenomenal. There was a couple clients that actually praised me for doing it. I was a little ticked. There was a couple agents that got pissed at me, which I was mad about. Which I'm not going to say names, but they were upset that they couldn't get into a house for a showing, or they couldn't reach me for something. And I'm like, listen, I shut my phone off in a calendar year of 365 days. I shut it off for 4 days.
There are people who take weeks to respond sometimes.
Meaning Christmas Day, I get people that text me and call me. Not as in they call, they text me.
Yeah.
On Christmas Day, you pick a day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, guaranteed I'm getting multiple messages from people. I shut off for 4th of July, and granted, I took the evening off of Wednesday and Friday. So I had 2 weekends and a holiday involved in that 4 days. of not responding, so I don't feel bad. I'm actually kind of thinking about not doing one a week, but maybe like once. It'd be kind of cool to maybe do 1 week in a month, ready to shut it off, just as like a complete mind, just so I can let my mind do nothing but just relax.
I think that'd be good for you, especially, people say, in the digital age.
Yeah, I gotta do something because I was totally fine. I could care less. And I know people probably think I'm crazy for saying this or don't believe me, but if you said you do not need your phone for business, work, whatever, and you don't have to communicate with anybody phone wise, I'd be fine. I swear to God, I'd be fine because I very rarely go on my phone for things to do. Like I have a business Instagram and a personal Instagram. I never ever go on my personal Instagram.
I don't think you've ever posted anything since I followed you on your personal.
No, I every once in a while, it's usually with my kids, and I don't remember the last time I posted anything, and I very rarely go on it. I went actually the other day on it, and I dropped I stopped following probably 600 accounts, and I took off 300 followers of people and on my personal one, just because I don't go on it, and I really want to get that down to probably sub 100 on both.
Yeah.
And just have who I really want on there, like friends that I really care about or want to follow. Or
so I'm not gonna be there anymore, am I?
No, you're one of the first ones on. So we'll see, but it was great to unplug. So
yeah, that's awesome.
I gotta get better at doing that, and anybody, if you guys can do that, it was a phenomenal 4-day break, and I cherish those 4 days with my family and friends every year. So it was fun. So Ellie, what is our first topic of discussion that you came up with?
It is rejection.
Did you really have to check that?
I forgot.
Oh, okay. All right.
It is rejection. Listen, I have the memory of Dory, as one of my coworkers says.
Hey, I'm right with you. There you go. And what is it, Ellie?
Rejection.
Rejection. There.
Rejection. Yeah. You're lucky I can read that from this far away. Yeah. So yeah.
Would you like to expand on the topic?
No, that's it.
She just started out.
No, that's it. Obviously, in any career or experience, you have to deal with rejection, but I think particularly in sales and even more particularly in real estate, especially when you're making cold calls, you have to deal with rejection. And getting used to it can be, I imagine, a bit difficult. It was a little easier for me since I am already used to talking on the phone a lot and having people not be very nice. But I have had people hang up as soon as I tell them who I am. I had someone tell me today, and I'm 99% certain it was a joke because they laughed after they said it, but I'm not positive enough. I'm not gonna call someone on it. But I had someone today, and I asked for someone. And they said, "Oh, they died," and they just put the request in yesterday, and they laughed after they said it. I'm pretty sure they were lying, but I'm not messing with that. And I was like, "Oh, I am so sorry to hear that." End of conversation.
You didn't ask when the wake was?
Yeah,
really called her bluff?
That was my best friend. No, I just left it at that because God forbid if that's real, then I'd feel terrible for even bringing it up now. But they laughed after, so I'm thinking it was that. But just dealing with people sometimes not being super nice, because if you're calling someone, even if they put their phone number into the website and said that they're welcome to be getting calls, a lot of the time I think they don't expect to actually get one, and their response when they get one can be kind of angry or rude, and just kind of realizing that if it is angry or rude, then you don't have to bother them or upset them. Just leave them be, and that's that. Close the door and continue on with your day, and just whatever. That's my thing. My piece on rejection.
Yeah, no, rejection. I think when I first got into business, I don't know if rejection ever really bothered me, but I was more nervous to be rejected.
Yeah.
I think now, having been in the business so long, that my rejection level is a little bit lower than it used to be. Part of it is because I'm way more knowledgeable than it was back then, which helps.
Yeah.
Part of it too is that I think that I'm starting to deal with more people that are seeking to work with me versus me seeking to work with them.
Yeah.
Meaning which is great. I've been able to leverage my name and experience, and people are seeking that out, which is cool because that obviously was not happening when I started.
Yeah.
And I mean, rejection wise, if somebody, like I had one the other day. Long story short, it was nothing I did wrong, which was totally fine. That's the thing. If I did nothing wrong, I'm totally fine. They go, we're working with another agent now, finding a house in New York. Okay, fine. I'm not even gonna, like, at the end of the
Face
day,
me. Yeah.
what the, like, I had showed them houses, and it was a situation. I'm sure they got pissed at me for something, and
Yeah.
I know the situation. It was fine. Like, I'm totally fine with the situation. I did nothing wrong, so I'm cool with it. But it's the idea that they're blaming that blame on me, and instead of sitting there and like griping over, literally it's just like, okay, see you guys, and or like, good luck. I said that. I just replied back, said, hey, no problem, good luck, and I just deleted their accounts and moved on. And I think I thought about it for about as long as it took me to type up an email and send it back. And the email was about 2 sentences long. So, and to be honest, the good thing is I got to the point now, and I think it doesn't bother me because I have too much stuff going on that.
Too busy to dwell.
Yeah, so it's like, to me, I'm like, okay, whatever, throw it out, and I keep grinding going forward. Back when I was just starting, someone rejecting you is a bigger deal because it's like, man, I'm only talking to a couple people, and I'm like, man, what did I do wrong? And you overthink things. But now I have very thick skin. It takes a lot to bother me. Like, my friends will know this. I mean, we have a very good group of friends that, I mean, you can say stuff that, you can, like, rip on somebody, and you can say stuff that's, like, probably a little, like, over the edge, or it's like, ooh, that actually kind of hit a little close to home or personal, but a lot of things, it does not bother me.
Yeah.
And to be honest, if things do bother me, I don't let it bother me. Meaning, like, it could be something that I find, like, I say offensive, but it could be something that I'm like,
it's just rude.
It's rude or whatever, but I'm like, you know what, I don't care. At the end of the day, I can't.
It's not your problem.
It's not, it's not my problem. And I think with rejection, I always look at every rejection. For me personally, I look at the idea that every rejection gives me more time to help other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I could care less if somebody said, I don't want to use you, or gets pissed at me for something. I've told you before, and I probably said it on the podcast before, my dad always taught me, if you can go to bed at night and you can sleep at night, meaning you didn't do anything wrong or you did the right thing, then you're fine. And I've always, 9 years now, I've never had a guilty conscience in real estate, and that's something I pride myself on and really try to, and I don't get me wrong, I've made mistakes, but as long as I know that it came from a place of good intent, I'm fine. And so rejection, I think, as long as I can fall back on that, at the end of the day, you got to put it in perspective.
Yeah.
Someone saying no to you is a very, very, very small problem in a day. And it's not even a problem. It's like a little, like, dip, and then it's like a blip on the screen, and you just keep going.
Yeah, and it's exactly like you said. If you know you didn't do anything wrong, it's just okay, whatever. If it's because I know I talked too fast or didn't, like, really sell myself very well, then it's kind of like, well, shit, I guess I got a little learning to do. But
who talks faster, you or I?
I think we probably talk equally fast, but I slur my words more because I talk over myself. And that's what I've been told.
I definitely ramble more than you.
You have more to say than I do.
That's a nice way of putting it out. I think rejection, rejection is part of the business. I think that's one of the things I tell new agents, because, I mean, I was very blunt when I talked to you and very blunt when I talked to other agents. Like, you will get rejected, and you will get dragged through the mud. You'll hear no way more than you'll hear yes in this business. And you got to have thick skin and honestly not care what other people say or do. And that's one of the things I'm very good at. I don't care. Like, there's nothing that anybody's going to say or do or in business that's going to affect me personally. I don't care.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I have way bigger things in my life than someone not liking me, which is fine. But I think new agents have to get over that fact. And it's just one where if you can get over that and get over the hump of somebody saying no to you, I also find that it's good for me because I'm more likely to say no to people too, because I don't like wasting time. So it's like, no, great idea. I'm probably not going to do it. Like, I don't want to waste your time. Don't want to give you false hope. It's not going to work out or whatever. So I've gotten more into that. I like cutting to the chase more because I value time tremendously. Learn to love rejection, because one step closer to yes. My topic that I wanted to talk about was database management, and I'm putting this in terms of real estate only because I don't really have this in any other field to rely on. But database management, meaning we have a contact manager here.
Mm-hmm.
I am on that thing all day long from morning to night, and it pretty much is what keeps me structured. It what keeps me on task. It keeps me basically ahead of the curve in everything I do and keeps me very organized. I'm running around like crazy all day long and doing stuff all day long, but that database, my to-do list every single day is like what keeps, it's like my North Star, it keeps me grounded.
Yeah.
And I had a meeting today with a few of our agents, and I was telling all of them, I said, most realtors up here in the nation, in the world, I said, even good realtors, majority of them suck at following up. They're terrible. And I told them, you do not need to know a lot to follow up with somebody. It is literally staying organized on a database that is done for you.
Yeah.
You literally have to log in and check it every day and know how to put notes in and know how to put follow-up calls. And the amount of people that have commented on my persistence or my I appreciate you not giving up on me or whatever, is because I am so structured with my database that it would probably turn people's heads. Meaning it's like, hey, we're not doing something now, we're doing something next year. Great, I will call you in May. Guess what? I will call you in May because I have it down, it's marked down, it's set so I do not forget it. It blows my mind the amount of agents that do not follow up with clients, do not follow up with leads, do not follow up with inquiries about homes or people. Like, that is probably the biggest mistake I can see people doing. It's there for you. Like, why would it? Yeah, don't waste it. You have a new lead. Like, you literally have an opportunity to help somebody out or make a sale or whatever you want to use as your reasoning, but it's there. And my database, I mean, you've seen it. Like, it started at 1 or 2 people, and now daily, if I have a day that's under 50 people, I get excited. And that's not counting like my emails and texts and phone calls coming in throughout the day. That's like, so it's gotten to this tremendous amount of people. My database has grown, which is phenomenal. There's my memory. You talk about adoring memory. I'm no better than that at all. And there's no way. I don't even like. I have stuff I have to do right after this, and I don't even remember what I have to do after this because I have it marked down.
Yeah.
But it's the idea that if you can have that structure, if you can be ahead of the curve and have that work for you, have our contact manager system work for you, you can be very good. And I was telling a few hours ago, the agents that I said, if you can become a very good database manager, you will be very successful at this business because you will be extremely organized. You won't let things fall through the cracks. You will try to stay on top of everything. You'll be proactive. You'll make sure that you follow up with people. I've sold houses to people as long as 5 years after I first talked to them.
Yeah.
Because I was showing was it Courtney? I think it was Courtney the other day. I was going through the calls and I said, oh yeah, this person I've been talking to since 2015. Okay, so that's 4 years ago. And you can literally see my notes all the way through, like left message, called them, they're not ready to go yet. They'll be ready to go in, a few years from now. Hey, can I call you in a year? Guess what? 1 year later, I made a call, I had a note. Hey, 6 months later, like everything is so structured on there that if I tell you I'm going to call you back, I will call you back. And really, I will call you back exactly when I tell you I'm going to call you back because I have it marked down.
Yeah.
And it's really a foolproof way of not letting things slip through the cracks and not forgetting about clients. You have credit repair. Cool. Guess what? I'm still going to follow up with you. Now, There's times I look at it, is my time best spent doing that? No, because I've gotten real busy, but I'm trying to do it now. It's like, hey, if I can't do it, you can certainly now take a lot of clients that I probably can't get to now. Because I've stretched myself too thin in that aspect, and I've just basically been tapped out for time-wise. But like I said, the fact that I've laid the groundwork for people to do it is great.
Yeah.
But in some of the newer agents, yours is actually very good. I was impressed. I don't know if you think that, but last week I got on you a little bit but you had obviously had a good excuse and they weren't bad. They were about a week out, but I usually don't like going more than a few days. I get, like it said, anxiety because I'm not staying on top. Some days it happens. Today I didn't make that big of a dent in it because I've been running around all day, and tomorrow's the same thing. This week will be tough to get through a lot of stuff, but Monday, Tuesday, I did get through a lot of stuff on my database, and I really value the 3, 4, 5 hours of just office time where I have no meetings, I'm not going out to see people, where I can just sit down and just go through that, and because a lot of what we do is part office, part out in the field, running around. So I really try to value my mornings to do my database, prospect, whatever you want to call it, but I do it every single day. I've been doing it for 9 years, and like I said, it's not hard, it's just consistency, and it's very important. But that's my rant on database management. So people in real estate, you gotta follow up, and you gotta follow up.
Yeah.
Consistency, that's it. Cool. Iced coffee at 7:30 at night. Anything else, Ellie, you want to add to this pod?
What's that bottom one say?
Unplugging.
Oh, you're. Okay,
I already talked about that.
Yeah.
I led off with that. That was my lead off.
Yeah.
My lead off batter.
I don't then. No.
Okay, cool. All right, so me and Ellie are gonna have our meeting after this. So I think that's it. So for
Ellie.
and Galen, that is episode 25. Episode 25 of Realty Talk. All right, see you next week.